Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Friday, December 19th of 2025, and I was out shopping today. I said I was done my Christmas shopping, but I still had one more person to buy for, and that was my husband. He is a hard person to buy for when he tells me he doesn't want anything. But I was at the mall with my daughter before I took her to work, and so she ran into a friend of hers in the store, so we went into the store. So while she was talking to her friend, I'm walking around. So it's from QE Homes or Quilts, etc. So I don't really need any decorative cushions. I've got lots of Christmas stuff. But this one, and I'll take it out of the bag in a second so you can see it better. But it was on sale for $10 instead of $24.99. So I saved $14.99 on this little cushion. And it's like, how can I not? It's such a cute little one. So the one I had on display was not in the bag, and the girl working there, she grabbed it. She said, oh, look at you, nice one from the back that's still in a bag. So I said, okay, I'll take the one in the bag. And so I'm just going to pull it out of its bag. But I love it. It's so nice. It's, it's not one of those ones that's like too Christmassy. I mean, it is a Christmas tree, but it has the cardinals on it. It's got a couple loose threads. I'll snip those off in a second. And right now I'm going to leave the tags on here. I'm just going to take the price tag part off. But I like to keep some of the tags on here so I know that they are new for the first time I have them out. Sometimes I'll even keep the tags on for a couple of years. But like I said, like $10, how can you not, buy it? Not really what I was looking for, but it is so soft. It's like a velvet, and it's quite thick, and I think it's going to look kind of cute up here behind me next to the other Christmas cushions I have. Yeah, so I just took the little price tag part off, and that can all go in the garbage. And then move this down beside me so I can reach. And I gotta find my receipts for everything. What did I do with the receipt? One second. I think I'm missing. Okay. I dropped a receipt. Yeah, so I had to find the receipt. I just had it, and it was just kind of got dropped. So I was at the mall I hardly ever go to. I took my daughter to work, and then I'm up on the cross town. So I thought I'd go to Winners, which is somewhere I don't go often. I do shop a lot at Marshall's more than I do Winners. So I found this. So it's Joy Miscellaneous. It's the broom bands. So you get a set of 2 pieces, so it kind of helps hold your brooms up. I got it for $1. Let's see what the original price was. Just kind of peel this back a little. So it was originally like $2.99, but I got it on clearance for $1. This is kind of what I need. I don't need more of those big ones to hold a lot of things up. I would like to have a broom hanging up in the laundry room, and I'd like to have a broom hanging upstairs in my craft room. So I just thought these would be perfect. They're so tiny. I mean, I can install these ones. I'll get my husband to do that for me, but it's so simple, and these come with the screws and the anchors. So it says it's store brooms, mops, rakes, and more. And they are silicone. First I thought they were like chip clips, like, you know, for bags of chips and stuff. But no, they are for brooms and things. So I thought, oh, that's going to work perfect. You can't go wrong with stuff like this for $1. And then I got, like I said, I was actually looking for something for my husband for Christmas. I said, he's telling me he doesn't want anything. But I found this belt. He has gone through so many belts lately. So I got him this one. It's the Columbia belt. $19.99. It wasn't even on sale. Just, you know, $20 for a belt. I like this one. I wish I could have gotten the one in brown. It was a couple dollars cheaper, but the buckle didn't seem as heavy or sturdy. So his buckles always are what comes off the belts. And I believe this is leather. So I was looking at that. Made in China. No, it's... no, it's that faux leather stuff. Whatever. Yeah, like $20. But it says compared to $30. But then the back of the belt has... Oops, this right here, and it says $49. So this one was not leather. They had one that was leather, but again, it's the buckle up here is always what wears out on my husband's belts. So those two items came to $20.99, $1.05 for GST. So my total was $22.04. And then I was up at that mall, so I went to the Dollarama up there. I said I don't get up there too often. There's not really much up at that mall. But I did find a pack of these work gloves. My husband goes through these as well. Like there's the one pair that's got the grips and the one pair that doesn't have the grips. And this was, you know, $1.50 for the 2-pack. They had the ones that were just the one pair of just the grips. It was $3, and it was like a little bit different. It had a little more rubber on it, but I thought, you know, just different things. I actually prefer these ones here without the rubber. The rubber bothers, you know, I think I'm kind of maybe allergic to, or just kind of bothers my skin or irritates my skin, this rubber stuff. So these ones I like, but I'll just stick that in for my husband for his Christmas present. And then I needed a little box or bag for his gift, and I found this one. It's $1.50, and I thought it was just kind of nice. It's just basic stripes, and it's got some snowmen piled up. I thought that was kind of cute. I also grabbed a pack of 2 bars of the Irish Spring, and it's the Original Clean, so it was classic Original Clean. And I'm not sure how much the soap was. Oh, $2 for the 2 bars of soap. And then I saw this. I know it's really for, you know, making your, for your frother. I don't actually have the machine that does the frothing, but I just thought I like it. It looks so kind of cute. It's the stainless steel. It was $5, so that one I had to really think about, but I've not seen them like this. Like I said, I know it's for the frothing and stuff, but I do have my thing that makes the steamed milk, and it's really hard to pour from the big jug into my coffee. Sometimes I've over poured, so I thought if I had something smaller that I could pour the steamed milk from the big jug into a smaller container into my coffee. So I said, just gonna get myself this. And then I've seen this, and I've wanted one for a couple months now. And then the $1 tree has been, or Dollar Tree, $1 has been sold out of these. And it is the fat separator, so it separates fat from meat and poultry juices for flavorful gravy. It was $4, I think a couple months ago. I think these were $3 a few months ago. And I thought it was a little bit larger. This one says it's a 2-cup. I think the one I'd seen would have been like a 3 or 4 cup. But I know they have different sizes. But I make a lot of roasts and things, and I do like to use the drippings for the gravy, but I do find it kind of a pain when you make your gravy and then you end up straining it the best you can, but the next day you get that white film of fat sitting on top of your gravy. So I think this might really help make my gravy taste better. And then I also grabbed 4 containers here. These are, oh, it's size. I'm trying to find the size on here. It says 88 ounces or 2,600 milliliters. So it's a pretty good size container here. I don't know, they just have all these measurements trying to find the right size. Sometimes they have it written on the bottom. There's nothing. I'm just trying to read the label. So I got 4 of those, and then because it is Christmas, I got 2 red lids and 2 green lids, because they're kind of nice to give away for Christmas baking. And then the other thing I like to give everybody at Christmas are calendars. So I haven't seen any at the other Dollaramas on the south side, so I was up at the one on the north end. So I found one of these sunset. Just sometimes I love these calendars that have these nice beautiful pictures. I said these are gifts. I'm not sure who's gonna get what calendar, but I got this one and it was $1.25. Then I always get my kids calendars as well, but there wasn't much to choose from. So I thought, I'm gonna do just the basic calendars this year. These little ones here, they have the magnet, so you can magnet to your fridge or anything. And it's a good size calendar. There's room for them to write notes here. These were $1.50. So I bought one for each of my kids, and then I bought one for my sister's 2 kids. So I bought 6 of these little calendars here. So my total for everything, I'm just going to make sure I showed everything. These soap containers, yep. So my total was $30.25, $1.51 GST. So my total was $31.76. And then because I like to give calendars, and that was the only one I'd seen at that Dollarama, I went across the street to the other Dollarama to see what they had there for calendars. So I couldn't find the other sunset one, but I found one with beaches. It's kind of nice, all these different beaches from around the world. It's too bad it doesn't tell. Maybe once you open the calendar, it will tell you where the beaches are located. It's not telling you on the back, but the beaches. And then I got 2 of this one here with the birds. They are just so pretty and so vibrant looking. So I bought 2 of the birds. So these were $1.25 each. And then I bought myself a wall calendar too, just because I do need one. And so I did like the birds, but I found this one here, and it's more my style. It's going to go good in either my craft room or my kitchen. So it's these flowers, and I like how the flowers, I don't need a calendar to actually write dates on. I've got my other planners that I do that, but I just need a calendar hanging up so I can kind of, trying to keep track of things. So this one, and it was $3. They had the one that had different cities around the world, and it kind of looked like stamps. I kind of liked it, but I saw all these little bits of things in there, and my first thought was that is some type of pasta. Somehow pasta got in the packaging, and then I realized it is the glue holding all these sheets together that is coming apart. You see the big gaps there. So I went with this one because it had the least amount of gaps, although I think it's more of it's coming off since I've come home. But that's okay. It's for myself. I mean, I would never give it as a gift if I noticed that the calendar is doing this, because I was going to buy one for a friend, but when I saw that, I'm like, I'm not giving something that looks damaged, even though I can't help that. So those calendars came out to $6.75 and then 34 cents for GST. So my total was $7.09. And that was my shopping trip today. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.